Welcome back to Outer Worlds. To myself and another episode of myself. Yeah, we're gonna go down to Groundbreaker. It's gonna be great. We just finished this planet basically. We've gone everywhere we can. Huh. Oh, we use the station. Okay. So I'm gonna go Skiller. I'm gonna do this on these side quests. These two side quests too. Then we got Phineas. So maybe I'll do the but we might be sitting there anyway. Maybe the faction Groundbreakers. Okay. Still got Tyrus is locked.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
Oh, hello, Eddie. I need my doesn't really matter. Take everyone. All 6 people. Right in my eyes. I'll just. That's cool. Right. Yeah. I was watching a zombie game last night. It looks really fun. I actually I get more excited about new games rather than playing all the same games. Problem is, I need to be an expert in a game to get views, but I lean more towards just playing games. So, where we go? We're going. What about headquarters? Why can't I see it? It must be there. Let's go upstairs.
That gas is going to make us a fucking mint. 120-some cubic meters of it, at 1,000,000 bits a pop. Take this. You've earned it. When we get buyers lined up, I'm gonna buy a gold toilet to shit in. You're goddamn right. Monarch isn't exactly a walk down the lanes of Byzantium. But here you are with all your limbs attached. Call me impressed, contractor.
I got 2,000 bits, making 13 million credits. Ha! Man, I got ripped off.
I guess you're just one of the lucky ones. Look on the bright side. You just started and you're already on the path to a promotion. You've been keeping busy. I hear you took on some extra work at Fallbrook. Catherine says the factory needs some repairs before it's back to working order, but at least it's under our control. Hey, when you were at the slaughterhouse, those swine didn't give you any strange looks, did they? I knew it. I'm probably getting worked up over nothing. Just try not to think about pigs. You never know, you know? I've got a lot on my mind, but it's nothing that concerns you. At least, not yet. I have another job lined up, assuming you're still interested in work. They're gonna salvage me a space station. Heliospheric Research Station 1084, to be exact. I want it. Cobwebs and all. Interested?
Sounds like a major business expansion. It pays to get in on those early, you know.
This opportunity won't come around again, Captain. Right now, it's only salvage on paper. Systems and comms have gone dark. Poke around if you're curious why. While the board lets 1084 gather dust, you're gonna swoop in and plant Sublight's flag. Perfectly legit, perfectly legal. Here, this override bypass should get you into the station's systems where you can plant my flag. And one last thing. When you get there, make sure you aren't followed. We wouldn't want that. Both. Neither. Right now, it's safer if I keep you in the dark. I'm on the heels of something big. Play your cards right and I'll clue you in, but right now, I'm not sure who I can trust. Just be careful. Someone might try and use you to get to me.
I like this Lily. She's a cool character. Alright. Side questions.
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs. We've reached HRS-1084, Captain. It's emitting a very weak docking signal. I almost mislabeled it as...
Oh, she's back.
normal etheric static.
Skills are going anywhere 51. I might as well post this up. Where is it? This one. There you go. Oh, I got one here too. I'll have to use. Oh, it's tinkering now. It's really cheap. So expensive. But still worth it. Wait, got a shrink. Okay, it does damage. Where's Hemsmith anyway? Correct damage. Oh, I need a bit of a refresh. Oh, that costs so much. 0% edition, really? Alright, bad enough. Oh yeah, don't do that. Okay, anyway, nothing. That's good. Fix available. I must Pavadi. Oh, what? Yeah.
Think there's a generator somewhere?
Ida Kumbo. Oh, I should ship in.
Can we talk?
Thought about it, gas is leaking storage too.
Oh, I see you have activated your holographic shroud, Captain. Excellent. Becoming indistinguishable from an authentic UDL trooper will prove advantageous to your current situation. A UDL vessel has been tracking our position and just recently docked with the station. They are patching into the station's transmission lines now. I cannot stop.
I've been waiting for this day since we tagged your ship in Cascadia, Captain. Wait, who are you? No one told me we had security forces deployed on the station already. Roger that. Just as a precaution, I'm sure you won't mind if we turn on the station's security systems. Can't be too careful. We'd hate to leave this location undefended after a close call with outlaws. That should have been fixed by now. As you say, we'll just head out then. Safe travel, soldier.
The UDL gunship is undocking from the station. They appear to be departing into space.
Nice. I've never been great at de-escalation.
Oh. We'll kill them. I'll do, I think.
Nice and easy. Opening fire! Don't mess with us.
Ah, board reputation, really? Ah. I want to kill the robots then. Ah, really?
Don't know how you managed to get Zora and Son. Think there's a generator somewhere? Nice and easy.
That makes me recursion to the class themes. Huh? What's up here? Oh, it's broken. Nothing below. I haven't been this way. Interesting, it's all sealed off.
Sure are a lot of charging automechs. What are the chances they're friendly?
I see you have activated your holographic.
We
Ought to try talking more and fighting less. Seems like it saves on ammunition. Nah, that ain't no fun.
Oh, what am I doing? There's a lot of robots. Where are we going then? Hmm. Yeah. We got this. This is the way I meant to go, but I can't get there. Use this What's more else? Like, you can go those pitches, tanks of nuclear scrambling gas, and no warm bodies to test them on. I think what happened. Well, doesn't help. How do I get in that room? Is that good?
Watch your step.
Oh, that's promising. Oh. Oh, heck it. Mama bear. Yeah. Oh, this is all good.
I ever meet the people responsible for this.
I
I'm
didn't.
shooting first, never asking questions.
James Guthrie. Like Phineas television. They got frozen. Um.
Don't know how you managed to get Zora and Sanjar in the same room.
Oh. Not physicals. It's at 100 at one. What's skills anyway? 5 more. I'll get us on this. Yeah, this one. Logic hybridization information strategies. I almost lost Charlie. It was a runaway frequency shift. Once it started, it kept going. It's really on the isotope for ones. You know, listen, this recruit rejected. How is this? Project leader on 24, I want to. Station 24, rules maintain last night. Missions. Install shared. We could over pass it into the. Oh, same one. Dr. File.
Trand is that scientist, right? From Cascadia?
What's your space? Really? Hmm. There's one more console I could open. Whereabouts it is. It doesn't matter. And then the boy's not gonna like me.
Crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated destination reached. The Groundbreaker. Captain, I wish to offer my commendations for convincing the UDL's gunship to leave HRS-1084. I did not favor the idea of being stripped and sold for parts.
You're welcome. Yeah, but pivotal quest.
Finally, a base of our own. Soon we'll have eyes on every corner of the system. Well done, Captain. I heard about that. While my lawyers scratch their heads wondering how we deal with human salvage, I'm leaving the researchers in hibernation. Aside from the automated security, did you meet any resistance at the station? I knew it. They've been shadowing us since Monarch, maybe even longer. I've been less than honest with you. Your assignments weren't strictly about the salvage business. You might have figured that out already. After the Monarch job, I started connecting the dots. I didn't like the picture. Then what we found at Station 1084 confirmed my fears. You and I have stumbled onto something big. Something none of us were meant to know. Glad to know it, Captain. Ask yourself why a skeleton crew was studying that Alta Vitae gas in secret. Ask yourself why stockpiles were hidden on a planet full of monsters. Before we go any further, I want you to keep an open mind. Can you do that for me, Captain? Aliens. I'm talking about aliens. They're the ones responsible for the deaths at 1084, and who knows what else. We have to put a stop to it. Hear me out. I'm saying it's aliens. I'm not asking you to like it. I'm not even asking you to believe it. But I need to act on this threat to the colony, and I can't do it alone.
Well, at least she doesn't expect us to believe it.
Right. I'm done. I'm officially tuning you out until such time as I hear the words payment and/or shooting.
The crew is skeptical. That's good. I don't want you walking into the unknown with blindfolds on. I assume you have questions? If we're gonna see this through, I'll need your trust and commitment. Now's the time for setting doubts aside. Conspiracy. One carried out with the help of human collaborators, assuming they haven't all been replaced. This is an invasion of our very cells. That damned gas is mixing our nucleon with halcyon biology to twist us, change us, make us more like those monsters on Monarch. No kidding. That's how they want it. When I lined up the evidence in my spreadsheet, there was only one possible conclusion looking back at me. This is my data talking, not my anxiety or lack of sleep. If you don't believe me, go pay a visit to the puppet master who's working against her own kind. Dr. Chartrand is the crooked psychopath behind the gas experiments. She sold out her species, and I need you to put a bullet through her skull. She's a research scientist and a damn good one. Before UDL poached her, she engineered a 0.2% increase in cystipig juiciness. Now she's doing the same thing with humanity. Her fingerprints were all over Station 1084. You saw what she did to her team. It's cute that you'd think that about me. I just want to add Savior of Humanity to my resume. I've got ambitions outside of this office, you know. Besides, this way Sublight gets first dibs on alien salvage. Do you usually come across innocent people trapped in suspension tanks? Because some of us would call that excessive. Remember, the tanks were just the shit she left behind. Just imagine the experiments she carted off to her next lab. Do you usually come across innocent people trapped in suspension tanks? Remember, the We're far beyond theories. Chartrand's logs, the gas, the suspension tanks, how much proof do you need? Wake up, Captain. An invasion needs collaborators working from the shadows. She has access to the board, unlimited funds, and a colony full of sheep. This keycard will get you through the front door of her Byzantium estate. Don't ask how I got it. You might not like the answer. By now, the other side knows what you're doing. Don't trust anything Chartrand says. She's compromised down to the bone. Maybe even deeper than that.
Don't know how you managed to get Zora and Sanjar in the same room.
Strange.
CNP Burst Pockets can be macromed in 2.5 seconds. Burst Pockets.
Because she remembers you.
Yeah, so it's nowhere. Where do I go? Turn right.
I can take a hint.
Get out there somehow. Or not.
Keep your sights out, friend.
Huh. was there. Yeah. Oh.
If it isn't the savior of Groundbreaker, what can I do for you? Be seeing you.
Yeah, we got there, but it's nice. Now we're good there. Not exactly what I intended. That's fine. That's why I'm on me. Door's still barred.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the
Oh,
following
there's a
story.
thing up there. How do I get up there?
Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon,
There we go.
but a scandal has rocked
So,
the league and thrown
unorthodox.
pivotal games into question. Both teams have tested.
I'd say anything here falls under the salvage protocols of finders keepers.
Hey, outlaw.
Who's that? Here they come!
Down they go! Someone else will clean this up, right?
Didn't mean to. Honest. It's better.
Great work!
Oh, key card right there.
One could make a real.
Right through the back base, got a very odd Hammersmith credit. See a real time. Oh, the helmet, two rigs set up, in the center. That's nice. Where's she? What's in the station? Oh. Go talk to the Cobra, I guess. Go talk to Phineas. Who's going to upgrade these science weapons? Basing nothing.
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati just...
So... This thing's based for you. Oh, maybe not.
discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
Look over there. The beastie. That's... Oh, it's Felix. Oh, Felix. Okay. Oh, she's already got it. Good. I like the light machine gun. Got lots of credits, eh? 4,000, yeah. Mushroom Ray. Let's try that out.
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
Oh, it's not
Captain,
fast.
and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the...
Would you like to do the honors?
I'd clap you on the shoulder if I weren't behind a wall of bulletproof glass. class. I don't know how you did it, but Hiram Blythe just sent me everything I needed. According to Hiram's message, Minister Clark has ordered a suspicious amount of dimethyl sulfoxide. It's almost as if he's hoarding the colony's remaining supply. Typical elitist, hoarding supplies during a time of scarcity. Once I have those chemicals, we can revive the Hope's colonists and put some decent people in charge. So, good news. You're going to Byzantium and stealing those chemicals. Exciting. Aloysius Clark, Minister of Earth. Virtually every colony requires the presence of a Minister of Earth. Clark is complicit in every one of the board's crimes. Whenever the board issues some new decree, you'll find Clark's signature on the dotted line. If I had time and several blackboards, I could explain the details to you, but to put it briefly, dimethyl sulfoxide is the reason you're alive today. The chemical is absolutely essential to reviving the Hope's colonists. I need you to steal as much as you possibly can. The more, the better. If you don't bring me enough chemicals, I might not be able to save the Hope's colonists, and then nothing will stop the board from destroying this colony. Ah, yes, the details. I'm not about to ask you to rampage through Byzantium trading bullets with the board's agents. We'll have to resort to subterfuge. Carmen Imagawa. She's my contact in Byzantium. Meet her at the docks. She'll have all the necessary intelligence you require. I'm giving you my old nav key to Byzantium. You'll need it to land in the Golden City. Remember, you're looking for dimethyl sulfoxide. Big green bubbling vessel with a warning label. I'll take as much as you can find. Of course. What's up?
Don't know how you managed to get Zora and Sonya.
I've heard those iconoclasts have a rather smashing opinion of you. Get it? Smashing? Iconoclasts? Oh, never mind. What's on you?
What? I have stuff to ask you. Oh no.
So, we're just gonna march straight into Byzantium and acquire some rare chemicals right under the board's nose? I sure hope you negotiated for a raise with this Phineas guy. Ever notice how this job gets bigger and more dangerous every time he calls in? He's asking a lot, Captain. Makes me wonder what your angle is. That's one way of looking at it. Another is that he pulled you out of hibernation without your say-so and got you to do his dirty work. Besides, none of this is your mess, so why go dirtying your hands with it? Now that's some smart thinking. But Phineas isn't the only game in town, you know. The board's put a bounty on his head, and they've got more than enough bits to pay it. I've got no love for the corporations, but they know how to take care of their people. The ones at the top, anyway. Exactly. You seem to have a good head on your shoulders, so I probably don't need to tell you this, but look out for yourself. No one else out here will. Don't mention it, just speaking from experience. Anything else? Things on Monarch have really cooled off. I didn't think MSI and the Iconoclast would ever talk. Outside of shouting four-letter words, I mean. Sure,
And fish sticks are really made from saltuna. Look, I won't knock the work you did. I'm sure they'll have a good cry, look through old photographs, share a pint of premium double chocolate cacao gelato. But sooner or later, things will go back to the way they were. People don't change. Not really. Just being realistic. As long as they keep their business on Monarch, their situation's got nothing to do with me. Anyway, I'd hate to see you get broken up if this thing between them doesn't last. Hey, let's not make this out to be more than it is. Though, come to think of it, this whole episode reminds me of something I've been meaning to do. I haven't actually talked to my folks in a while. Shocking, right? Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit. Given the dangerous life I lead, they've got to be worried sick. Whoa, let's calm down. I'm not asking for a favor or anything. I'm just suggesting we stop by when we're in the neighborhood. See, I'm originally from Byzantium, born and raised. I know that probably comes as a big surprise. Yeah, exactly. Reconnect is a strong word. And, I was thinking you'd come too. Because it would be fun. It's, well, they know me as Marilyn the Surgeon. They don't know Ellie the Pirate Sawbones. But you're authentic rabble. True riffraff. When they see you, they'll get it. Come on, I didn't leave home and become a pirate because I enjoy making responsible decisions. Great! And when we get there, draw out your rough edges a bit. If you've got an outfit you haven't washed in a while, maybe one with some blood stains, wear that one. You're the boss. Anything else? It's like one of those stuffy art gallery pieces. Looks okay from far off, but once you get close, you realize it's just some mismatched shit everyone's agreed to overpay for. Even the bribes are overpriced. The real question is, why didn't I leave sooner? There's all these invisible rules, and everyone spends all their energy just trying not to break them. Call it what you want, it sucks. I was a top-tier surgeon, but I could hardly open a pack of gauze without 10 people signing off first. Now you see why I left. People call Byzantium the Jewel of Halcyon, but really, it's just paste. Everything's polished and bureaucracy. Take a close look and you'll see it's deader than anywhere else in the colony. Don't trust anyone, don't touch anything, and whatever you do, don't show your teeth when you smile. What, like primals? Nah. People are extremely competitive about cosmetic dentistry. It can get ugly. Interesting like a colonoscopy. I trained as a surgeon. More my folks' idea than mine, but I made the best of it. Lots of them, unfortunately. I even sculpted a few. Turns out Byzantines are more concerned with having square shoulders and a good profile than, well, anything else. That's what I've been saying.
Cool.
I bet you'll like Rebecca. What's up? I took a job once to clear out a rap nest. Partnered up with a fellow out of Fallbrook who called himself Dirty Don. Bit on the shorter side. Had a penchant for cards. Thing is, he introduces himself and the man is immaculate. Clean. He had a flowery presence to him. A pleasantness that didn't invade your space. He was just there and you were glad for it. I wouldn't believe it myself had I not met the man. But when we got to the nest, I found out firsthand. Dirty Don killed those raptidons with his bare hands. His bare fucking hands, Captain. He was a whirlwind of grotesque primal fury. In the end, he stood drenched in blood over the entrails of a dozen raps. If he had a scratch on him, I wouldn't have been able to tell. It was glorious. Yeah, I never seen anything like it. Day came when he tried to take on a mannequin. Got himself eaten one limb at a time. Wonder if he tasted like soap. Oh well, live and learn. No matter how tough you are, if you're gonna fight something bigger than you, bring a firearm. Anders can be a creep, but he'll fit it. What's up? What's with the... You wanna know something? I didn't. I was born into security detail, and when the corporations abandoned this place, I stayed. That's all I know. Besides, I had a few friends here, and they were staying too. What's up? I don't have a single spot I call home. Wherever I can sit in peace with a bottle is good enough for me. But yes, I've always been on Monarch. In a sense. My parents took off when the corporations did. I took to companionship with a few friends here for a time, but those days are long past. No, we weren't close. And before you ask, there ain't a story there. We just never saw eye to eye on the corporations. Drifted apart over time. It's fine. It ain't exactly easy to hitch a ride off planet, Captain. And besides, I hear Terra 2's all corporate. The way folks talk about the board and their ilk, think I prefer the beasts. Good.
Alright. Nice, eh? Off to the side quest maybe, or prison time? I think going to Byzantine.
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
Oh, you guys. Where is it? Awesome, sure. Really? Oh.
We are now in orbit of Byzantium, Captain.
Interesting, so that's where the botched first kicks in. Good to know. Where do we last save that? Oh yeah, basically there. Fun. That's oh, here's save. Oh, nice palace. How do we do this? We'll create a proper save.
I understand we have decided to continue supporting the outlaw scientist, Dr. Phineas Wells.
Good place to stop for now, actually. Okay, for